Welcome to the road to $1 million in cryptocurrency live stream. My name is Ash and I'm an entrepreneur, and I believe in financial education because that is the only way you and I are going to build financial independence. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me on this journey. This is day number 64. We're really excited. We've got some really cool stuff to share with you today. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the markets, you guys. We're also going to take a look at the portfolio and how it's doing. And I've got a really special launchpad to share with you in case you haven't checked it out before. As always, we're going to fire off a really quick tweet. It's been good to be back, actually. I have been away for a little while, back at the office, unfortunately, and as a result, it's been kind of crazy trying to keep up with the content. Regardless, dear PancakeSwap, Ethereum, Bitcoin Magazine, Kucoin, and Solana and Cardano. So much green. Green is good. P.S. We're live. All those standard hashtags, and let's fire off that tweet. I'd appreciate if you guys go ahead and retweet that. If you're following me on Twitter, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, and let's jump right in. Okay, so first order of business, you guys. We're going to take a look at the markets, and it is looking amazing. All right, so firstly, Bitcoin. Excuse me. Bitcoin is so close to that $1 trillion market cap again. We are well over 51,000. We've been testing 51 for a few days now, which is really cool. If we are, of course, going to pass this level, I'm very confident that we're on our way up here. So as you can see, over the last day, we've been hovering very close to that 52,000 level there. So maybe that's the new resistance that we're going to be testing. 51 has been consistent for at least 24 hours according to this chart here. So that's really good. We did dip all the way down to, what did we dip down to? $51,053. So nothing crazy, nothing to worry about there. So I think that this is looking really healthy. I'm really excited. If you've been dollar cost averaging, you should be up now, which is really cool. Of course, Bitcoin is pulling the rest of the cryptocurrency market up with it. It's pretty much altcoin season right now, and that's actually a very good thing for us. I'll be showing you what I'm personally doing in case you guys want to see. But like I said, everything I share on this channel is always going to be for educational purposes and not financial advice. Cryptocurrency market in general, $2.34 trillion. We are up since the summer, you guys. I think lots of the investors or the whales may have taken the summer off. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but I'm glad. I'm really glad to see that we're up. Sol did an amazing pump. Actually, it dropped considerably over the last 24 hours. We actually got down to like 135, and now we're back up $10, which is amazing. So your investment, if you did buy, your investment is up, which is really cool. It's very bullish. It's a very bullish environment in the Solana space right now. If you guys missed the previous video that I shared about this upcoming Solana hackathon event, make sure you go back and check that out. That's going to be pretty huge. I am sure of it. BNB also touched $500 recently. Over the last few days, we saw a massive dump here. So we went up to 507 here over the last 24 hours, and then we dumped all the way down to 488. And then as you can see, subsequently, we've just been going back up. So the BNB bulls are quite strong still, and I think we're gonna soar past that $500 mark again very soon. We're at $498, which is practically $500, which is really great. All right, cool. So let's have a look at ADA. Of course, it could be better. We saw $3 earlier this week. Unfortunately, it's down. We are going to be seeing that mainnet launch very soon. I'm quite excited about that. I'm not sure if people are losing their momentum or their endurance rather, but I think that's going to continue to be really strong. This particular project, by the way, it's called ADA Pad. It's by the same guys who did BSC Pad and ETHPad. This is designed, it's my assumption that this is designed to become a new launchpad environment for the ADA, or rather the Cardano ecosystem. So any projects that are launching on Cardano, this is where their hope is that this is where people would go to launch their coins. And so if you guys are interested to check this out, make sure you head over to Twitter here and you can check them out. They've got a very decent following here. As you can see, KCC pad, Tron pad, ETH pad, BSC pad, they're all basically the same team if I'm not mistaken. They're also backed by Bluezilla. So Bluezilla, I'm guessing, is the incubator that's kind of given rise to this whole launchpad chain, cross-chain platform, which is the ETH pad, ADA pad, BSC pad team. We're just gonna call them the pad team, okay? So make sure you guys go and check that out. It's looking very, very interesting right now, in terms of a project that you might want to check out. All right, really quickly, let's have a look at what my dollar cost average portfolio looks like. I'm going to do the same thing today. I'm going to put in $100. So here's my previous $100, went up $21. We bought Bitcoin. We bought 50% in Bitcoin when it was around 45,000. Now it's 51,000, which is a really sweet gain. Solana, we bought at 75. That means we went up considerably as well, and almost over 94% there, which is really cool. We bought ETH at 3,200, and now we're almost at 4,000. So that's a really sweet gain. But again, we didn't put in that much. So this is just to prove to you that DCA works. Dollar cost averaging, $100 a week. Whatever you can afford every week, just split it between the projects that you like. Any project, I mean, I did buy ADA here at 246, and so I did make some money there, but it's not as strong. It's not as strong as we would imagine it to be. Regardless, we're gonna put in some more money today. All right, so let's go ahead and actually, I need to open up the calculator, the converter. Where is the calculator? Here it is. Perfect. So I'm going to do that today, you guys. Let's do it at the beginning of every week here. I've not been very consistent with that, unfortunately. But we're going to change that today. We're going to put $50 in Bitcoin, which right now is 0.00968 Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and click on the add button, and we're going to click on that. It's $49.98, which is fine. We're going to click on add transaction. Right, very cool. So let's go ahead and add $10 to the rest of these projects here. Solana, we're going to go over here, type in Solana, which is very, very bullish. That's probably the biggest gainer for now. But anyways, so we're gonna buy 0.068 SOL, and let's go ahead and put that in there. So that's $9.97. All right, very cool. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with Ether, and $10 in Ether is 0.002 Ether. Let's do the same thing here with the Ether. And that's $9.99. Very cool. Let's do the same thing with ADA here. So let's find ADA. And this is just to show you guys the power of DCA, which I have not actually been doing across my channel. So I'm hoping that we can actually change that. So yeah. Anyways, so 3.51 ADA is what $10 will get us, which is really cool. We'll do the same thing with BNB. Let's go over to BNB here. Now, if you want to do this in an automated fashion, I did share a really cool bot with you guys that is on Pionex. You'll be able to find the link to that in the description below. I'll show you guys how it works in just a sec. I'll also show you the bot that I'm personally using, which is a grid bot to trade some of these currencies. Let's put one in Cosmos as well. Cosmos. All right, now of course my portfolio could be a lot more diversified, but for now that's what $100 is going to get us. All right, but let's say, for example, you want to diversify over 10 different projects or 10 different coins. You can totally do that as well. All right, so that is going to be our last project. And there you go, guys. We put in $200. We're up actually to $221, which is really cool. So that means we're going to dollar cost average. As you can see, my buy price has gone up a little bit here because I'm buying the mids, the lows, and the highs. So every point in the market is when I buy. Just consistently every week, set aside a budget and set it and forget it. And so that's going to be the portfolio for now. We'll do the same thing this time next week. So next Monday, I'm pretty sure today's Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. I'm going to do the same thing again next Monday, so you guys can see how that's looking. And hopefully we'll be in a stronger position. All right, cool. So I'm going to show you guys how I am doing in terms of mining here, which has been really, really good. It's been like really, really good. So I'm just going to go over to F2 Pool, which is the pool that I personally mine Bitcoin to. This is where most of the income comes from, in case you guys are wondering. So F2 Pool is not loading right now. Not sure why, but I can probably do this on my phone. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. So BTC daily estimate. So I'm doing about 150 terahash right now on my Bitcoin mine. I do have 2 miners that are offline, so hopefully those will come online very, very soon. And that's bringing in $54.45, which is really sweet and really awesome. I've been doing this consistently, actually, for the last few days. So let's just do 54.50. And let's do the same thing here and the same thing there. So that was over the last 24 hours. So we won't add for the 6th here. So that's been pretty good. Let's show you what ETH is doing. So Easel, this is what it's doing. I'm going to show you guys a 24-hour hash rate here. And that's going to be this one. The card that that's currently in my computer is offline because we're running this stream. But as you can see, we're at a healthy $68 per day. So that is a really, really sweet position. We'll come back to the grid bots in just a sec. So, oops, my bad. All right, so let's just add this over the last 3 days and average that out. So overall this week, we made $621 from mining, which is really, really cool. Let's have a look at what the dailies are. So the dailies here, $124.34, very healthy daily earnings there, which is really, really cool. And I am hoping to expand the farm very soon. If you guys missed my RTX 3080 Ti Hive OS video I posted, I think it was yesterday or the day before, you might want to jump in and check that out so you can see how I personally run my rigs. I'm also really, really interested in the 3080 Ti in terms of expansion. It's offering the best dollar to performance ratio right now. So you can get, I've actually been able to tweak it and mod it considerably. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a separate video very soon. But the 3080 Ti is currently able to do over 80 mega hash at the moment on about 300 to 315 watts. It's a lot of power for sure, but you can get it up to, you could crank that up to about 84 mega hash, which is ironically around the same as the CMP90HX graphics card, which is just a mining specific GPU. And those are actually selling for a lot more than the 3080 Ti. So the 3080 Ti, very strong card, very close in performance to the 3090, but because of the limited hash rate, you're only able to get up to 80-ish mega hash. I've been able to do that quite consistently over the last 48 hours. I'll be showing you guys how to do that in case you want to mine ETH, but it's also really, really profitable on what's it called here, on Autokylos, which is Ergo. All right, so take a look, you guys. This is where the 3080 Ti is right now, and as you can see, $7.30 per day. The 3080, the standard one, is $7.78 per day mining ETH hash. But here's the crazy thing, right? The 3080, the original V1 3080, is more expensive than the 3080 Ti, primarily because of that mining performance, right? So if you're able to find yourself a 3080 for relatively close to MSRP, that is a steal. Buy it right away. Most cases, you're going to be paying at least 2 times MSRP for the 3080 V1. Now, granted, the limited hash rate cards are available, but they don't do very well, unfortunately. You probably get like 50 mega hash out of them, which is not worth it, in my opinion. You're better off buying the 3080 Ti. You can get it for about $1,500 per card if you know where to look. Yeah, honestly, really solid, really cool. So Camilla is in the chat. Welcome, Camilla. Appreciate you hanging out today. How much did you spend on your miners? All right. Well, I'll be able to show you here. By the way, you can take a look at the spreadsheet linked in the chat. Linked in the description below. This is a total breakdown of how I've done all of my calculations and my total out-of-pocket costs. I don't know if you guys can actually see this, but you can actually download the spreadsheet and check it out for yourself. This is approximately 45,864 dirhams, which equates to $12,497 all in. And this is for approximately 30 cards, 30 graphics cards. About 7 of them died on me, unfortunately, but we still have quite a few of them running, and 13 ASIC miners. So I run 13 ASIC miners and 20 something graphics cards there. So all in $12,000. Very good. But hey, I got in really early before the whole scalping market starts. So now whenever I have to purchase cards, it's gonna cost a little bit more there, unfortunately. But mining has been very consistent. I'll show you guys how I'm kind of breaking down my earnings here, or rather my investment here. So mining made up the biggest profitability for the whole year so far. Now, unfortunately, one of my crypto wallets got hacked and I lost almost all of my coins that I mined this year. If you guys missed that, you live and you learn, people. You live and you learn. So if you guys missed that, you can go back and watch that live stream that I did in July when I was in Europe. That's when the hack happened. And yeah, so I had to start from scratch. And since from July till now, we've basically earned about 7 grand, which is really awesome. I have not personally, I have to admit, I have not participated in any degen investing, aka DeFi investing, as of late, and that is primarily because I've just been focused to be honest, I've been focused on DCA, dollar cost averaging. That's been proven to do a lot better than some of the farms that I've joined. And of course, you never can be too sure who's going to rug pull and who's not. So I have to admit, I've been waiting for the right farm as well. We've been making a lot of money in farming, and so when the right farm comes along, I'll be sure to jump into that. But for now, I've not actually joined any farm whatsoever. I'm just looking for the right opportunity. And when that comes, I'll definitely consider investing. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing here. And this is something I'm really quite excited about. So check this out, you guys. This is Pinex. I made a live stream about this a while ago, right? So Pinex is an amazing, centralized exchange. And what makes it so amazing is the fact that it is just, it's got all these bots, right? So you can, let me just move my mic out of the way here, you guys, so it's not obtrusive too much. So Pinex actually has all of these bots that you can set up if you want to trade. So let's say, for example, you're feeling kind of bullish on Sol, right? So let's go ahead and search Sol. All right, so you think that Sol is going to be pumping really hard. It's going to be quite bullish. As you can see, it did it did a really awesome pump recently. Maybe it's gonna go to 150, maybe it's gonna go to 160, right? So instead of having to watch the markets like 24/7, or maybe instead of trying to set up limit orders or whatever it is, which you can do, by the way, you can also consider using this bot. So all you gotta do here, if you have an account, just select the pair that you want, click trade, and you've got a bunch of different bots here built into the exchange, which you can set up to trade this these currencies, right? It's amazing. Look, Sol just went to 149, which means your bot would have been able to buy low and sell high. In that case, you would be able to net some really sweet profit there. All right, so all you got to do in this case, that would be the grid trading bot. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here. Click on create, use AI strategy, put in the amount that they're asking for, which in this case, I'm not actually saying 200 and at least $273. If you have that, just put it in there and it'll start trading automatically. It's amazing. I'll show you guys what I have personally done here. I put in $440. I'm currently at $465 over the last like 3 days or so. Now again, these results are not typical. They do vary. I do have 4 bots set up. One is an arbitrage bot, and 3 of them are grid trading bots on 3 different coins, DOT, ADA, and AVAX. AVAX and DOT have been doing really good. ADA, not so much, but overall, we're profitable on all of them. So really cool. You'll be able to check that out in the description below. And I also want to say that this helps you dollar cost average. So let's say, for example, you're somebody who's not able to go in and buy all the coins that you want every single week. You just want to put in some money every month and just like do it automatically, right? So this is dollar cost average bot here. I shared it in the previous live stream. I'll make a separate video about this and we'll do some testing. You can actually set this up to buy every week. As you can see here, just make sure you allocate an amount, select the coin that you want, and have the bot buy for you. And that way you can build up your DCA portfolio without having to look at the markets at whatsoever. It's great, actually. By the way, if you want to check this out, you'll find the link in the description below. And hopefully you can get started really quick, really soon, really quickly. All right, last thing I want to show with you guys before I go is a potential launchpad that we might have missed, right? So remember, I'm super bullish on launchpads. Binance Launchpad has proven to 50x in most cases. It's amazing, right? What happens if you cannot buy a project on Binance Launchpad? Well, here's another potential option for you. This is the Kucoin Launchpad called Spotlight Center. And Spotlight Center does something very similar to what Binance Launchpad does, in that it lists projects which you can buy on a sale, and then they get listed on the exchange. There's currently one that's active, which I might try and buy later on, and it is called IXS. I'm not promoting this or anything like that. I'm just kind of showing you guys how this whole thing works here. Usually they'll have a Spotlight token price. In this case, it's 14 cents. And hopefully that'll go on to like 2x or 5x or 10x once it gets listed on the exchange. You'll notice here that the maximum you can invest is $500 US, in which case this might be a really sweet, really amazing opportunity. Again, make sure you guys do your own research. This is called the Kucoin Spotlight Center, and it's something that I'm going to start looking at on a regular basis from now on, in addition to our all-time favorite, which is the launchpad.binance.com. And as we've seen so far, 49 projects have launched on the Binance Launchpad. The most recent one was Coin98, which launched at like 9 cents and has gone on to grow past $5, as well as build a really amazing ecosystem there. So any project that you buy on Binance Launchpad here has the potential to explode because it gets listed on Binance as well, in addition to the launch pool projects. All right, the launch pool, however, is not as as competitive to get into, whereas the launchpad you can buy pre-sale. So they'll usually have a pre-sale listing, tokens offered, and how much pre-sale and how much the coin is at pre-sale, and you can obviously put the amount that you want, and you can lock in that price, and then after the pre-sale ends, it gets listed on the platform, which is really, really cool. Anyways, so that's something we're quite bullish on. Hope that that helps you guys out. If it did help you guys out, please make sure you guys like the video, smash that like button. When you do, more projects get launched on the Binance Launchpad. It's amazing, and we can all make 10x profit. All right, before we go, guys, I'm going to show you guys a really, really amazing opportunity to learn how to build your own online business selling information products. If this is something you're interested in, make sure you check out the link to this in the description below. We're running this workshop totally for free every single week. You'll find that linked in the description below as well. With that said, guys, appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for those of you who joined. Make sure you smash that like button. It really helps us out and shows the rest of YouTube this content. And remember, all we care about in this channel is making sure more guys out there are well equipped financially in terms of education. These are all my social media handles. In case you haven't followed me before, make sure you do so, especially Twitter, so you can retweet every time I tweet out. And that way you don't miss a thing. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. I'll catch you in tomorrow's live stream. Take care, everybody.